10 famous people who died from STDs. 1. Friedrich Nietzsche. Nietzsche had poor health from a young age. He suffered from migraines and was half blind. In 1889, Nietzsche had a breakdown. He was admitted to an asylum. The doctors pronounced him incurable. Nietzsche died of a stroke a year later. Today, experts believe he had neurosyphilis. Nietzsche probably contracted it in the military. Some believe his female cousin gave Nietzsche syphilis. She sexually abused him in his youth. 2. Christopher Columbus. Columbus actually brought syphilis to Europe. Studies show the disease came from South America. The first epidemic in Europe occurred in 1495. Columbus had various symptoms of syphilis. He had arthritic pain, eye inflammation, and gout. He was also mentally unstable. 3. William Shakespeare. Shakespeare called syphilis the infinite malady and whore leprosy. Researchers believe Shakespeare died from the disease. He mentioned it more often than any other illness. Tremors in Shakespeare's signatures are a common symptom. 4. Mao Zedong. Mao took part in orgies. He may have believed in an ancient Chinese myth. Sleeping with 1,000 virgins would make him immortal. Mao had obvious symptoms of venereal disease, but he refused treatment. 5. Al Capone. Capone contracted syphilis in one of his brothels. He consorted with many of his female employees. Capone was ashamed of his disease. He didn't seek medical help. His condition was diagnosed in Alcatraz. Capone's brain function was already affected. He was eventually released from jail. No hospital would accept him. Only one did, and Capone became the first patient to try penicillin, but the disease had progressed too far. He died a short while after his release. 6. Oscar Wilde. Wilde died in a sleazy Paris hotel. His death was attributed to late stages of syphilis. Wilde's descendants disputed this claim, but Wilde's biographer found some supporting evidence. Wilde likely contracted syphilis in Oxford. He frequently covered his mouth when he spoke. His teeth turned black from mercury treatments. Mercury was a common remedy for syphilis. 7. Ludwig van Beethoven. The composer frequented brothels. His physical issues were possibly related to syphilis. Deafness is a classic symptom of the STD. Analysis found high levels of lead in Beethoven's hair. 8. Vladimir Lenin. Lenin officially died after a series of strokes. They happened over a period of 2 years. Lenin's symptoms included seizures. He had numbness in his right hand and throbbing headaches. He suffered from hallucinations. All these are typical syphilis symptoms. Lenin likely contracted the disease in 1902. He often visited brothels in Paris. He was treated for his symptoms, but the treatment was kept under wraps. 9. Idi Amin. Amin was very active sexually. He married 6 women and had 40 official children, but he neglected his syphilis for too long. It affected his behavior. Amin became ever more violent and paranoid. He made irrational statements. Amin died in exile in Saudi Arabia. His death was widely attributed to the disease. 10. Gita Mongeau. The French author slept with more than 300 women. One of them infected him with syphilis. Maupassant was admitted to a clinic, but the disease was in an advanced stage. There was no treatment available.